Hi, it's Martin Gibbons, and today I want to talk about how to hire. Let me ask you a quick question. If you were going to spend £200,000, say, on a piece of capital equipment, a big piece of new machinery, whatever, how much time and how much energy and how much investment would you give to researching that, to make sure that you bought the right thing? Can you imagine spending £200,000 and then discovering you'd bought fundamentally the wrong machine? Most people under those circumstances would get sacked very quickly. Most businesses would really suffer if they spent that kind of money on a machine without understanding the research, without doing the research. This is why understanding how to hire is so critical in every business, because if you hire someone, and let's say you're paying them a £50,000 a year salary, in 4 years that's a £200,000 investment. That's a lot of money. The largest bill in pretty much every company is their wage bill. And if you don't understand how to hire extremely well, then you're really taking huge risks with your business. Now, I know that most companies outsource quite a lot of the hiring process to other companies, to recruitment consultants and recruitment agencies. But you have to ask yourself, is that wise? Would you do that and completely abdicate that? If you were buying a piece of capital equipment, would you abdicate that responsibility as much as you possibly do with your recruitment? I suspect not. It's very important, I feel, that you understand how to hire. You shouldn't necessarily depend on an outside body to be able to do that. If you understand how to hire and how to do it really well, then at least you can understand if they're doing it well. At least you can look at what they're doing and make a decision as to whether it is sufficient or not. If you don't know how to hire and you don't know how to do it really well, then you really are at the mercy of the companies that you're outsourcing to. How to hire is all about psychology, because it's all about people. This is about people that you're dealing with here. You're not buying capital equipment, you're not buying a photocopier or a printing press or something along those lines. You're actually investing in a human, an individual. And when it comes to humans and individuals, they're extremely complex in their makeup and their chemistry. And without understanding what makes people tick, then it's almost impossible for you to hire effectively. And there's huge amounts of risk with every hire that you make when you don't have those core skills in place. So what I would like to do with you and what I would like to work with you on is to show you how to make better hiring decisions. How do you know what is the right person for a specific role? Now, if you think that you can judge that more or less from a CV and a half-hour interview, then I think you need to question that. And unfortunately, that's kind of what it boils down to with most companies. And yet you're going to be spending hundreds of thousands of pounds over a space of a relatively short space of a few years. You want to make sure that you're getting the right person. Now, the other downside of making the wrong hiring decisions is that you have to live with them. And you often have to live with them for quite a long time. So not only does it not add to your business the way you would have hoped, but it can also take away. It can be a bit of a wrecking ball in that it can upset everybody else that you have hired that is working well, and what you see is their performance can also suffer because of a wrong hiring decision. The potential pain is absolutely enormous, and if you've made a wrong hiring decision in the past, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. What I would like to show you and what I would like to work with you on is the actual fundamentals of how to hire. How you can make sure that you know exactly what it is you're looking for specific roles and why, and how you can identify that if you see it. Those are the critical things, and much less of this lottery situation that we have this now, where hiring really is hit or miss. And for some reason companies seem to be happy to accept that. But I don't think that's how it should be, and I think it's largely because those core skills are not being taught and are not present within a company. I often find that they're not even present within recruitment agencies or consultancies. So even the people you're outsourcing to, I feel they can also benefit from an understanding of what makes people tick, and they could also learn a lot more about how to hire. So if you would like to hire the best people that are for you, for your business, if you would like to let your competitors take the risks and for you to avoid the risks and just make better hiring decisions, if you would like to know how to hire better and with confidence, then that's what I do, and we can talk about that. And I can show you some key things. I can show you how to understand and tap into that behavioural psychology that allows you to make better hiring decisions, so that you know what you're looking for, and you know it when you see it, and you know what you can avoid and how to avoid those wrecking balls. I'm Martin Gibbons. Thanks very much for watching, and if you're looking to hire, we should be talking.